Gary, what's the mood been like in training this week?
Well, the mood is professional, I suppose. You know, if you a little bit too lively, then you're not taking it serious enough. But you also can't be down in the dumps for the simple reason that as a performance, it was a good performance on Saturday, and so you've got to start with that performance and then just put the finishing touches to it. So it's been a little bit of both. There's been quite a bit of keep our organisation going, because that's been good, and just try and create openings. The more the merrier. We're creating openings, but it looks like we might have to create a few more, sort of thing. But we've been doing a lot of finishing, but then we do that anyway, and it's probably up to the whole team to try and get goals on the board. You know, centre halves coming up the corners and free kicks, midfield players getting good strikes on target, all that sort of thing. So it's been professional.
Yeah, and one win, that's what's needed, isn't it? That could just turn the whole season around.
Well, yeah, 2 wins really. You know, you've got to put 2 wins back to back if you can. And I felt over the last 3 games, our form has been good enough to go to Notts County and get a win. And then obviously we got Preston at home before we play Accrington in the Cup. So there's 3 pretty important games for us. But you've got to have that performance first, and then we've got to hope that the goals start coming. Yeah.
What do you make of Notts County? I mean, 4th in the table. Are you surprised by their position in the table?
No. As a club this season, they've done very well. I think he's a local lad, the manager Sean Derry, and what we do know about him is he's a competitor, and he was as a player, and I'm sure he will be as a manager. So no, it's going to a club that are, other than the cup game, are in good form, and so we've got to make sure that we're up for it.
Yeah, is the cup, you mentioned the cup game, is that something that you can use to your advantage, or do you expect a reaction from them because of that cup upset by them?
I don't think so. I think he'll be telling his team that okay, they're out the cup, now we can concentrate on the league, and the fact that they're 4th in the league or something means that they're strong words, because they're up there, and the lads will believe that they can get promoted this year. And so I after the first bit of disappointment, I'm sure it's not going to bother them too much, because it looks like they got bigger fish to fry. With all due respect, they're not going to win the FA Cup, and it is nice to get a few rounds in the FA Cup financially. But when you sit 4th in the league and you've got an opportunity to get an automatic promotion spot, then by the time the league games come round, you're 100% focused. So to answer your question, no, we won't be able to use that.
and Meadow Lane, a big venue, isn't it, in terms of the size of the pitch and stuff? Is that something that you have to change your game style for, or counter for in any way?
Well, you're going to have to look at exactly what they do, and as we say every week, their strengths and weaknesses, and we've got to make sure that we retain the ball just as much as them, if not more. We know that the reasons why they're up there, and we've got to make sure that we don't see and feel those reasons why they're up there, and then we've got to perform ourselves. So we've got our way of playing, and we're not far short of where we want to be, other than that end product.
Yeah, is it a venue then that Yeovil, you can use to, maybe something that Yeovil can have a good game, so a game that you can play on, stick to your styles, and will suit Yeovil's game styles well?
I think so, yeah, because some of the boys have got the championship experience, where we went to some big clubs and played some big games and got some results. And so I don't think, as a club, it certainly doesn't faze our management, if you like, and we're certainly not going to change a great deal just to because we're going to a club with a big stadium that's going well, sort of thing. So we'll go there for the 3 points if we can, and there'll be a big 3 points, that's for sure, in more ways than one. But I want to see the back of that net ripple a couple of times if we can.
Yeah, is the squad looking okay on the injury front?
Well, yeah, as we stand, we've got a couple that we're waiting on, so we'll have to wait and see whether they come through. But anyway, we've been working on the group that have been fit all week, and so we may just go with that anyway.
Yeah, and the deadline for loan moves is next Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you expect to make more dealings in the loan window before then?
Well, we're certainly looking. You've got to keep looking. You've got to keep assessing your squad. You've got to make sure that the people you bring in now are going to make you better. I think we've had some good loan signings in the last sort of few weeks in the ones that we've brought in. So if one comes to mind and one that we're chasing, there's a few that we're chasing, if they come off, then we'll always try and make our squad stronger. If it doesn't come off for whatever reason, then you've got to be organised and be ready with the squad that you got.
Yeah, and just finally, the under-16s England playing here tonight. It's good for Yeovil to have that game here, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. There'll be a lot of dignitaries here, which is nice, and it's obviously they enjoyed it before because we had a game here before, and it's good to see the young kids coming through, and this competition has been going for a little while, hasn't it? And Gareth Stewart, our goalkeeper coach, says that he's played in this competition, which is unbelievable. Our goalkeeper, I think, was a centre forward then, no. He looked like he was this morning. He was putting in some great quality. But anyway, that's another thing. He'd be pleased with that. Me saying that. So no, it's a proud moment, isn't it? England coming, choosing you as one of their venues for a prestigious game. So that's nice, very nice, and I'm sure they'll be well looked after, and we'll make sure that they'll come back again.
Good luck, Gary. Thanks for your time.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Don said about players coming in before next Thursday. Like anybody going out?
Well, if one comes in, one will have to go out. It's certainly one of them anyway, because it just depends on negotiations and talking to people, and that. We're committed to some for a little bit longer term, as in the loans, of course. Most of them are youth loans, other than Jed, so it can be changed, but we'll keep doing our business as we do. You don't get relegated in November, so we know we've got time to get out of the situation that we're in, especially as we do look like we're improving at the moment, and now we need that bit of lady luck, or lady luck to put on a number 9 shirt and score a couple of goals for us.
Thank you.
No problem.